What is up, guys? Today we are going to be doing another gameplay review of the Japanese YouTube channel, and today they're playing an Omastar fossil-based deck. And so what Omastar V does is it has, for its first attack, colorless Primordial Guidance. Search your deck for 2 Pokemon cards that evolve from the item card with the word fossil and put them on your bench. And its second attack is for a water and double colorless 1/10, and your opponent's Pokemon cannot attack the next turn. So these attacks are not particularly special, but I wanted to see how a fossil deck kind of goes into play. And let's see what the Japanese take on it is. When I look at new decks, new sets, it's always good to get inspiration from tons of different ideas and places because you never know what you're missing, and there might be some really cool idea that you can improvise on and make better that, someone might have taken to a locals, a small tournament, a YouTube channel. Who knows? Like, these small ideas can become something bigger. Now, with all that being said, if you guys enjoyed the content, as always, please like and subscribe to this video, and let's jump right into this reaction. I'll be doing a ton of these. I do enjoy doing them, especially for bigger regionals as well, like Lille, Warsaw will be happening soon, so I'll most likely record my reactions to some of these games and have that up on my YouTube channel as well. Some of the better games, hopefully. Maybe I'll put the games that are not as good on the secondary channel, but we'll see. So let's jump into it. Today, I believe they are going to show what the Omastar does. Yeah, look, there's the Omastar. He gets the Anorith set, and I know what Anorith's attack does, and I think it's very cool, but I don't... Oh, a stone. They're playing the stone. That's interesting, actually. So let's see. Let's skip ahead a little bit without spoilers. So we are setting up... let me put this at 1.5 times speed. I think 2 times speed is too fast. So we have Omastar versus Darkrai. So clearly this video is tailored... Wait, I was going to say for the type matchup, but Darkrai is actually weak to grass. So this Darkrai deck is playing a Ho-Oh that actually ends your turn when it comes into play when you flip it. But you can attach up to 4 basic energies when it comes into play from your discard pile, but it does end your turn. So I don't think Ho is a very good card necessarily, but this Darkrai deck seems like it's just all built for the purpose of setting up and getting your board rolling. So we see the Greninja discarding 2, okay, with 3 energies immediately off the bat into the discard pile. That's really, really strong, especially when you're going first here. We're going to see the Crobat for 3. I feel like there should have been an attachment there, just to draw a 4th card. Yeah, because I think you're going to attach it anyway, regardless. So Ho is going to come into play, and that's going to end our turn, getting 3 energies into play. Now Darkrai's damage is amplified significantly, and we're just going to see the Omastar players start playing the game. A Twin Energy hits the discard, and we're going to see... Oh, what card was that they grabbed? Greninja, okay. And a Oranguru V. So the Pokestop comes into play as well. So I think the idea here is going to be to get the Anoriths out, because Anorith says, I believe... discard a fossil from your hand. It's like 30 plus 120, which is 150, which is pretty good damage for a very low cost requirement. So we're going to see the Marnie, and then we see the opponent shows that they had 2 Darkrai V-Stars in the hand, which, I mean, I like to show stuff like that too sometimes in like fun games, nothing in a serious game. So we're going to see Omastar's attack come through. Now this lets us grab 2 of the fossil cards. I think this is still a little bit slow because Anorith is not necessarily the most powerful. But I know Arbaldo says if they have less than 100 HP, you just auto-knock them out. I think that's where the stone comes into play, where you can use the stone on the Omastar or the Oranguru, and then Armaldo to just knock them out. So that might be the actual strategy. So we're going to see the Pokestop with one of the Darkrai V-Stars going to the discard, even though one was just put into the bottom of the deck. Quick Ball, getting the Darkrai out. Boom, boom. I feel like we could Ultra Ball instead of Quick Balling. Yeah, we could just Ultra Ball for the Darkrai. I guess there's no energy in that hand. So there's no actual supporter, I think, in that player's hand. Let me double check. I don't think so, yeah. That's why they kind of brick here. But the Weezing is getting set up, which is a little bit scary. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. So we're going to see the Greninja draw 2 more. Pokestop, Silene, and Research hitting the discard. Ultra Ball. Okay, there's the attach. And then 110 minus, or like 90, and they can't retreat. So this is a turn, like if we got the stone off this turn, I think it would have been crazy because you put the Ho and the Crobat in striking distance, and then putting Darkrai at 100 HP remaining means that we're doing 110 damage to it. So I guess with a Choice Belt you can one-shot. I don't know, maybe that's not good. Maybe you have to wait for them to go V-Star. And we see another Pokestop, a Research hitting the discard. There's the Ultra Ball. Wow, that's a lot of quick balls in that discard. Cross Switcher is going to come out. You probably just drag up the Oranguru to stall for a little bit of time, yeah. Perfect. And the Weezing's just going to hopefully buy us some time to find an out to something. There's another Darkrai V-Star and a pass. There's a Serena, which is going to be the boss's orders here technically. So we're going to bring up probably the Crobat, I think, is the best call here. Oh, other Darkrai's fine too. I think that's completely okay. We're going to see Orangaru's ability getting 2 tools. If there's an air balloon in here, which I have to assume there is, we're going to grab the air balloon and the stone. This is a perfect turn to do this, I think, to use this Earth Seal Stone, I believe this is called. Retreat. And we're going to go ahead and see the Earth Steel Stone, putting all of... See, this gives us the V-Star ability. And this is where, like, I think decks like this, where they're catered to do something like this, can actually use the stone properly. I don't know if necessarily this is the best thing to do. Maybe like an Urshifu deck, or maybe like a Jolteon deck or something could be better. This Omastar deck seems like it has a cool idea behind the Armaldo, but I think there's a little bit more setup required, because 190 is a very easy number to hit for almost any deck on turn 2 that is like Mew, Palkia, Lugia. Like, these decks can hit this very easily on the turn 2. Yeah, so we're going to see the V-Star come down, putting every single Pokemon left, or V Pokemon, sorry, with 100 HP remaining, which, if you're the Darkrai player, you have 1 Scoop Up Net in hand and a Dream. So there's a Dark Energy, which we're going to see with Greninja to draw 2. The Scoop Up Net puts the Greninja back down, and the Research. Okay, so we're just going to get a clean Greninja, which is, I think, a good play for sure here. So use it again. Yep, absolutely. Evolved V-Star. Dark Patch. Evolving V-Star also buys you a little bit of time. We're going to see Darkrai's V-Star getting 2 items back. The cross switches are coming. I think you just target down the Oranguru, take a free 2 prizes, just initiate the race if you're the Darkrai player. Maybe killing an Anorith would have been fine too, because you know that without putting the fossil down, it's not very easy for the fossil player to get where they need to be. Oh, we don't actually even take the knockout. Oh, we do. Okay. I was going to be like, if we're not taking the knockout, there's no way you ever take the Uranguru out. But we do get the knockout. So Anorith comes into the active. We're going to see the Raihan. Water energy. I think Armaldo's attack is only for 1 energy. Pokestop comes through. The Armaldo hits the discard. Oh, no. There's a rope. Twin energy hits there. Armaldo on the active. Yeah, it is for 1 colorless energy. So we're going to go ahead and use the attack, putting this Darkrai V-Star into the discard. Pretty good. It's unlucky that our hero wasn't able to use this Darkrai that we have more HP on. Because if we were able to use this Darkrai, I think it's much easier to survive that attack and actually play the game. So a new Darkrai can be made here. And if this Darkrai gets made, I don't know how the Fossil player actually wins the game. Besides like a handful of Serenas. But we're going to see the Marnie come through. The Greninja to draw some more cards. The Dark Patch again. And ooh, we're going to see a knockout. There is now 1 Armaldo in the discard, so that is important to note. This Anorith can one-shot with the Twin Energy, I think. Illuminion comes through, because it's 110. No, we're 10 short, because Anorith is 30 plus 50, 120, I think. Raihan, attaching to the Illuminion. Interesting. Getting a card. Twin Energy to Illuminion. Choice Belt active. Okay, do we have the Fossil to discard? We have to. We Raihan. Yep, there it is. Perfect. The Fossil gets discarded, and there goes the Darkrai. So that's where I think this deck is like has some merit, but obviously like we're not going to be hitting Darkrai's every round in a tournament. We're going to be playing against real decks like Lugia and stuff like I mentioned. So for the purpose of this video, it's cute, but I don't think this is necessarily good. So we're going to see the Pokestop. Ordinary Rod comes back. To go down. We're going to see the Rod come being played. I think a lot of energies with the discard so far, so I probably put like 1 or 2 back. Never mind, I guess we're just not doing that. New Darkrai gets made here. I mean, a Serena basically ends the game, because the Crobat already has so much damage on it. And we're going to see the bosses, or the cross switchers once again. And I think this does knock out the Luminion, which is a good knockout here, because now we're left with 1 knockout to take. So as Darkrai, you're literally just saying, like, hey, as long as you don't one-shot me this turn, I can win the game. But obviously now this Anorith is just sauced up, and our protagonist will probably have a way to, let's see, Ultra Ball, Quick Ball, Thinning. There's a Crobat to draw 6. So all they need is a Fossil and a Gust card. Oh, we're drawing 5, not 6. Okay, sorry. So we're going to draw 5 with the Crobat here. The boss's orders. And just show him the Fossil. Do you need the Fossil here? 30 plus 30 times 2 already gets us there. Like, we don't need the Fossil effect even, because, like, there's a choice belt. So 30 plus 30 times 2 already gets us there with the boss's orders, because Crobat's weak to dark. I believe Crobat's weak to fighting, I think. Yeah, Crobat is weak to fighting. So we do see the extra flex of the 360 damage, and there goes the Crobat, and our Fossil deck ends up winning here. I'm not entirely sure this is actually very good. Like I said, the Armall does a cool attack, and so is the Anorith, but the whole setup feels really difficult, and I don't think the V-Star Stone actually did too much there. Like, I guess it could have, because the deck was, like, not necessarily the best in its setup and how it prepped, but I think overall the Stone was just something that could have been another way to win the game. Not entirely sure, just more bosses, maybe more fossils. Like that Anorith itself could have solo carried maybe. But anyway, that is our reaction to the Omastar V deck. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for another video.